Jules, do you eat lasagna?
Of course I do.
You know who loves lasagna more than you?
Who loves lasagna?
Garfield.
I don't know. I don't know, man.
Good boy, remember Garfield and Friends? The cartoon?
Yeah.
Garfield is quite the character, so we are reviewing
That fat cat.
the Garfield movie, the fat cat, the fat funny cat, him and his comrade Odie.
Right. Of course, it's PG, and it's 1 hour and 41 minutes long.
All right, let's talk about who is in this one, because we got some stars.
These are the voice actors of the Garfield movie.
Mm-hmm.
Chris Pratt as Garfield.
Mm-hmm.
Samuel L. Jackson
I love his voice.
as Vic. Hannah Waddingham as Jinx. Ving Rhames as Otto.
I knew his voice as soon as I heard it, him and Samuel L. Jackson.
Yep.
I was like, that's them.
Yep. Nicholas Hoult as John. And Cicely Strong as Marge Malone. And you'll recognize her from SNL.
She's a Saturday Night Liver.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So let's talk about what's going on with Garfield. We know he likes to eat. You know, we know he gets into mischief by accident. So what's going on in this Garfield movie?
Okay, Garfield, the world famous Monday hating, lasagna loving indoor cat, is about to have a wild outdoor adventure. After an unexpected reunion with his long lost father, scruffy street cat Vic, Garfield and his canine friend Odie are forced from their perfectly pampered life into joining Vic in a hilarious high stakes heist.
It was cute. I wasn't sure I wanted to see this, but then I texted you. I was like, did you go see Garfield yet? Because you know you like to sneak away and see all these extra movies behind my back. Is what she does.
Extra? We talked about it. I try to see everything.
Yeah, you really do. You really, really do. That's my point. I'd be like, stop. Jules, okay, we're meeting
We
Sunday
are
or
movie
Monday.
reviewers.
And then I'm like,
This is
okay.
our job now.
I'm like,
That's why you need to give us money on Cash App. I mean, is that too harsh?
Yeah,
That's
it
why
is.
we would
It's a bit
appreciate a donation on Cash App.
I can still hear the sarcasm in your voice. Tone it down just a little bit more.
Okay.
We'd appreciate donations through Cash App. Anything is appreciated.
Okay. Back
That's
to the
good.
script.
Okay. Okay. All
So
right.
you really liked it?
I did. There was a movie though, Garfield, that was an animated series. So there was live action, wasn't it? Isn't it called live action film before?
Right. And they keep showing it on TV right now too.
Yeah, because they want to boost up so
Yeah.
people watch that one.
Yeah.
It was just fun to me. It wasn't like, oh my gosh, this is fantastic. But it's for, again, this is for kids. It's PG.
It was okay.
It was just okay.
And for kids, there was lots of stuff that would go over kids' heads. And especially since they had Ving Rhames, they did a whole big section on like a Mission Impossible type thing, heist, right? And kids, they probably wouldn't get
They don't
that.
get the
Like
reference.
little ones, they don't get
Yeah.
the reference to all that stuff.
And there was a scene in here that wasn't appropriate, but I'll leave that to see if you find it. But I'll talk to you about it later. But there's a scene in here that wasn't appropriate for it to be a cartoon.
Okay.
And I don't want to ruin it for anybody. I'd rather you just see it for yourself. But I noticed that a lot. Even like I watched a couple of shows on, I think it was Disney. And especially, I don't know if you've watched this documentary about the dark side of children's acting. Really great documentary, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
But
I saw it.
So, yeah. And there are times in here, after hearing all this stuff and over the years, people getting caught doing stuff they shouldn't be doing, you know, with children being inappropriate and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
Putting things in cartoons that are kind of hidden messages that only adults would get. So I was watching something on Disney, and it's some show about a little boy, and I don't know, he's got this big superhero or whatever. But anyways, they're at the table, and they're having dinner. And the dad holds everybody's eating spaghetti and meatballs, so he's like, anybody else want some spaghetti and meatballs? They're like, no, we're all done. And he's like, okay, no more balls for us. And the laugh track, that's inappropriate. And I'm sitting here like, they did not just do that.
Mm-hmm.
They did. And then watching that documentary, there were times when the director would tell them to purposely put stuff in there. Oh, don't worry, they're not going to just go ahead and put it in there.
Right.
That's not funny. These are children. And this is why you don't want your kids indoctrinated, but you can't watch everything that they do. And
It was really horrible what they had Ariana Grande doing with that water.
Oh, that was so inappropriate.
On her face and
that was so inappropriate. But
and the potato. I'm like, oh.
It's
okay.
Yeah. If you haven't watched that documentary, we don't get too deep into it. But that's why I'm just referencing the fact there's there was something in here that wasn't appropriate.
Right.
That's all I'm saying.
Okay, look, first of all, he's a lasagna-loving cat, right?
Mm-hmm.
But most of the time he's eating pizza. I mean, I know he likes pizza. He just likes food in general.
You know what? Pizza and lasagna have a bit of the same
I
category.
know, but I'm just saying, they could have had, they had him, I felt like the majority of the time eating pizza, but that's not like a big thing, because I know he just ate a lot of stuff. They also had him eating spaghetti and meatballs and
everything else,
the whole thing. Like, first of all, are you I'm sorry, I just kind of
no, that's fine.
First of all,
she's about to get into it. Go.
I know it's Garfield. I know Garfield is a grumpy, Monday hating, lasagna eating cat. I get it. I'm just saying. If I was John and I took in a little kitten and that kitten ate up all the food in an Italian restaurant, I'm not taking that kitten home.
It's expensive.
I'm not. He already just showed you who he is, right? That he is hungry and he could eat up a whole restaurant. I felt so bad for John.
He made that commitment though when he took him in.
I felt bad for him. I felt so bad for him that when Garfield was missing, I was like, dude, you should be rejoicing. Eat some food. Go in your refrigerator and eat some food, because now is your chance. They never let poor John eat. I'm like, dang. I think even in the movie that they're showing on TV, the live action one that I haven't seen for years, because
me either.
I think John gets to eat, right? This one made me just love Odie that much more, and really kind of not like Garfield. I mean, they really made him into an a-hole. I'm sorry. They did. They
made Odie do stuff for him all the time.
I know, but this one, Odie was smart in this one. Odie was on it in this one. Odie is the dog.
Remember, he was like, how dare you, I let you do all that stuff for me. Like, that is so rude. He didn't say thank you for helping. How dare you?
He's rude.
I let you do everything for me. I let you?
Yeah, you know. He was, whatever you know
like
about Garfield, you multiply that by 10, and they did that in this movie. And
you really didn't like him, huh?
Yeah, I kind of didn't. I kind of didn't like what they did with his character in this. And I know that he's supposed to be grumpy, and he's supposed to love lasagna, and he's supposed to... But they kind of, I don't know, it was something, they just missed the mark, in my opinion, with Garfield on this one.
I think with the live action coming out first, it's been a long time since I watched that one, which I did watch it. I think it's more interesting when it's live action. Because you can go and get stuff, the kids can go, everybody can go watch the movie and have a good time. So I agree with you. Now you have some fun facts here for us for Garfield movie.
All right. There are extra scenes at the very end. It's a comic strip hinting at a sequel. I kind of hope they don't.
Why?
The credits run about 7 minutes. Because I just really didn't think that this
it wasn't
did
great.
it. I just didn't think this was great. And I saw, when I went to the movies, after I saw this on a Thursday. Thank goodness, because when I went to the movies Friday to see something else, there were so many families and so many little kids.
All little kids.
And when they came out, nobody was like, Garfield. Like, sometimes kids be excited and stuff like that. They just kind of came out like...
It wasn't great. I don't even think my nieces would even...
They should have just put this on TV.
Yeah, it should have went straight to like Paramount or Peacock probably.
Yeah.
This would have been good for Peacock.
Yep. Frank Welker, who voiced Garfield since 2007, expressed his disappointment at not being asked to voice the character for this film.
Dang. Drama.
Guess they just wanted bigger stars or something. Because it has a lot of stars. I only listed a few because otherwise this whole thing would be stars, superstars, and I want to leave it, if you do go see
leave something to you.
Yeah, leave something to you so you could be like, oh, that's so-and-so. Oh, I recognize that voice. You know what I mean?
I guess with him... I wasn't exactly thrilled with Chris Pratt being Garfield.
Right.
It just didn't bring anything lively to it.
They really wanted his voice too. I saw like an interview, and they said that when they were when they were making them film, they only thought of him from his voice from The Office. Yeah, they really, really wanted him.
Chris Pratt?
Yes. His voice that he did from The Office, and he slightly changed it for Garfield.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he said he did it kind of like a half yawn, like he was about to yawn. So that's where he got the voice and went into it that way.
Okay.
In the trailer for the movie, Garfield, as a kitten, crosses the street and there's a place he passes by called Lorenzo's Music Store. which is a nod to Garfield's original voice actor Lorenzo Music.
Wait, okay, hold on now. So it was Frank Welker.
I guess Lorenzo Music did it
okay, I get it now.
The very first one.
I got it now.
Lorenzo did it.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
Since 2007.
Okay, that's been a long time. Okay.
Yeah.
Now I got
Garfield's
it.
been around for a long time, and I used to love to read the comic strips and watch the cartoon and stuff. But this one just was not. This one just kind of irked me, and the movie, like I said, just
very boring.
They tried too hard or something. I don't know. The film will be released in May 2024, which is May right now. We're almost out of May. It's already
released.
Yeah, which will mark the 20th anniversary of the first live-action Garfield, the movie, 2004, as well as the 40th anniversary of the TV special Garfield in the Rough, 1984.
Gosh, he's been around very, very long time.
2004, man, 20 years.
That's been a long time ago. Okay.
The number on the waste container where Garfield is left behind is the date of the very first Garfield comic strip, 6/1978.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So Garfield is up there.
So IMDb is giving this 6.0. That's like a D? C? No, that's a D. That's a D.
Once you pass the C+, it doesn't matter anymore. You're failing.
Yeah. Rotten Tomatoes, the tomato meter, which is the critics, 37%, and I'm on board with them personally.
Yeah.
Because I read a couple of their comments, and I agree. So if you want to see what it's really like, go on Rotten Tomatoes and look at their comments. The audience score is 81%. Now, I don't know what the audience is thinking. I don't know what maybe I'm becoming more on the critic side. When we started this thing especially, and even now really, we pride ourselves being more like the audience score, because we're not professional critics.
Yes, we are.
Oh, okay.
Excuse me. Yes, we are.
I don't have a license to critique.
There is no license you need to. You don't need a license.
I got a license to.
There is no license needed to critique. That's okay. Yes, we are professional. Yes, we are.
Okay, well, I guess we're professional. We do have like over 100 of these mugs, so go on YouTube. We got a lot of reviews,
and sometimes we don't agree.
Movies.
But that's
But we agree on this one, right?
Gosh, yes.
Okay, so like, how many clappers are you giving this?
Honestly, I'm with Rotten Tomatoes here, and
that's what I'm saying.
As much as I love hearing, I would like for Samuel L. Jackson's voice to be my Google voice. So if they can get that done really quickly,
do that for us,
please.
Sam?
That would be great.
Jackson,
I would love to hear what you have to say if I miss a turn. Turn this mother effing car back a mother effing round, and then make a U-turn at the, you know what I'm saying?
Attention, Apple. Attention, Samuel L. Jackson.
Google voice. We need him as our Google voice.
We need him as our Siri voice.
Yeah, so you Apple. I'm not Apple. But anyway, we would like him to be the voice on all of our phones, is what we're saying, pretty much. Okay.
We have a choice. I picked the voice that sounded kind of like a black woman on my Siri.
My woman has a snooty accent. Yeah, so mine's I can choose a woman or a man, and her voice she's very snooty.
I could pick a woman, and there's like a couple of different voices, and then I could pick a man, and then you could pick like a Australian accent, a British accent, and blah blah blah.
Or
right?
Australian, that's great.
And don't you know, a lot of times, because I am very polite, right? So I'll say like, "Hey Siri, set a reminder for blah blah blah," and then I'll say thank you. Don't you know, she says you're welcome, or no problem.
Yeah, no problem.
It's my pleasure.
No problem.
She says different things each time now.
She talks to you. Rage Against the Machine.
I appreciate her.
Megan, all right.
We are friends. We're homegirls.
Oh gosh, don't say that. You're gonna be the first one dead in the movie when it comes out.
Hey, look, I didn't say I wanted the robots.
Your iPhone taking over.
So. I didn't say I wanted all that. But how many clappers did you say?
Honestly, I have to go with 2. I have to agree with you. This wasn't good at all. I found myself waiting for it to be over with. I hate when I'm at the movies and I feel like that, because then it just goes longer for some reason in my head because I'm not enjoying it. So I'm giving this a 2, and I will honestly say, wait until this comes out on either streaming where it's free, or maybe you can get a free Red box. It wasn't good at all. I don't even think my nieces would even be intrigued to watch this. I mean, they're more inclined to watch Eli Roth's Clown with me than they will be to watch this movie. That's how it's not even memorable.
There you go.
It's, as of now, once we're done with this review, I won't even remember this movie.
I kind of remember it. It wasn't one of those where it was that bad, but I'm still going to give it a 2 as well.
Yeah,
and I'm going to say, unless your kids are just really begging for it, And if they are, like, maybe you plan like one parent takes them, so you save a little bit of money or something.
Save the other $10.
You know what I mean? Feed them before you leave, so you don't have to buy that much popcorn.
Oh, they're getting it anyway.
Know what you're getting into.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know what you want to do for that. I know when you have kids and they're like, but please, mommy, you promised it. But just know that this one's, it's okay. Like if it was on Netflix or something,
I wouldn't even critique it if it, we wouldn't even critique it if it was on Netflix, because that's obviously just kind of where it belongs.
But I'm not gonna back when we used to buy DVDs and stuff, I would not buy this DVD.
Oh no.
I'm not gonna watch it over and over and over.
I'm not gonna watch it ever again.
I'm not gonna buy it on like Vudu or whatever, on Apple TV.
Don't spend $20 when it goes to home theater.
Do not spend that $19.99 unless you have like a birthday party going on. It's like 50 people and
it's Garfield themed or something. I don't know.
Gave you 50 cents.
You're crowdfunding. You're crowdfunding a movie that we don't want to see.
Don't
50
do
cents
it.
A parent.
Not $19.99.
Yeah, no, you're
sorry, Bob.
You're better off watching the live action one.
$8 or $8.50 to get in and see this mug.
Yeah. Wait until it hits Redbox and you can do it for $1.99 or one of your free days. But it's not good. So
tell them where they can find us.
Oh, you can find us first. What was that? What was that? What's that? Is that ta-da?
Ta-da!
Okay. Well, you can find us on Cash App. Any donations we appreciate, or if you have a legitimate company and you would like to sponsor us, just let us know. Hit our inbox. You won't have to wait 2 weeks. We'll get back to you within 48 hours. And don't forget, we are also on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. And we're also on the FearCon network. So if you go to connecttoyourcity.com, click on the FearCon tab, and you'll see any of our thrillers or horror movies that we do. This is not going to be on there. It kind of was a horror, but not really. Well, you won't see Garfield on there, but you'll see anything horror. Make requests. Tell us what you want to see. It doesn't matter what genre it is. We'll take your request. We'll watch the movie, shout you out on the show. All right, simple as that. Well, thank you very much for tuning in to the Garfield movie, and we will see you back soon. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.